Hey guys, PMHK here obviously, and today we're going to be comparing the iPhone 12 mini against the iPhone 5s. Now these guys pretty much look alike in terms of a body construction or the design itself. The reason of this video is because most of you actually asked me how one compares against the other in terms of sizing, so why not make this video? I know it's December actually, and most of you are probably enjoying the holidays, and I know some of you are actually only gonna catch up on this video maybe in January. But anyways, I just decided to jump here quickly and show you guys the differences between these two guys. Now, as you guys can see, I have a gray table mat here on the table just because of the contrast, because I remember on the iPhone 12 cover video somebody actually mentioned that the reflection of the phone, or the color of the phone against the reflection of the light and the color of the table actually made it a bit hard for you guys to see the cover itself. Actually right now actually also looks like it's still reflecting, but you guys can see from the top camera actually that it's much better to have the gray on the table just for that contrast of colors, and it's not white. But anyway, I digress. Comparison of the phone. Now, as you guys can see, they both have this boxy design, the boxy shape. Fun fact, on the video that I make on the South African YouTubers react to the iPhone 12 mini, in some of their box I actually had the iPhone 5s, and I actually remember one of the guests that I had, which was I think Bonga, kind of didn't really realize that this was the iPhone 5s, or that the iPhone 5s was the one in the box instead of the iPhone 12. If you guys missed that video, obviously link down in the description. It's gonna be the first link. You just go down there, click after you watch this video. So as I was saying, they have similar design. As you guys can see, they have this squarish shape, but in terms of the actual size of the device, as you can see, the iPhone 12 mini is a little bit bigger than the iPhone 5s or 5, or even the 5SE should also have this same form factor. Now this form factor was actually introduced with the iPhone 4. The iPhone 4 had a glass back, if I'm not mistaken, similar to the iPhone 12 mini. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this guy here comes with a metal back. The top white part of it is actually the only part that is glass at the back. I'm pretty sure that the iPhone 12 mini still remains with glass because of the wireless charging and the MagSafe technology that they now have at the back. Unfortunately, I don't have any MagSafe device for me to show it to you guys, but let's move on. Now the iPhone 5 has I'm probably gonna be alternating between iPhone 5, 5s or 5SE. Just bear with me. The iPhone 5 has only a single camera and a dual flash. If you come to the iPhone 12 mini, you have obviously the wide and the ultra wide camera right at the back, and you guys can see the back actually is made of two different kinds of glass. It has the normal glass here, and inside the camera is kind of a flossy glass. It's kind of a matte glass, like the iPhone 11 also I think also came just like this one. Now in terms of buttons, on the side you have the mute button or mute up and down trigger. You have the volume up down. On the new 12 mini, the SIM ejector or the SIM tool, now Siri is going wild. The SIM tray is on the left hand side, but previous devices actually came with the SIM tray on the left hand side. On the left hand side, on the right hand side, no, the SIM tray used to come on the right hand side on the older devices, but on the new device the SIM tray comes on the left hand side. That's what I meant to say. Now power button, obviously you guys know since they changed the power button to the side, the power button used to actually come on top on the previous devices. This guy here is the 5G version of this device. I'm not sure if these are the same devices actually that we got in the country, but I'm pretty sure the devices we got here are also 5G. If you have a new iPhone 12 mini, let me know if you also have this little sort of resembles the Apple Pencil charging spot on the iPad Air 4, which I should actually have here since the design of that guy is actually also similar to this. Let me get the iPad. All right, so we have the iPad here with me. As I was saying, the little 5G space that was reserved here, that was put here, is similar to this little spot here where you actually put the Apple Pencil, which I don't know. So as you guys can see, is really the same. Even also the size, the design of the iPhone 12 also is the same as the design of the iPad. And remember, the iPad actually introduced this design 2 years ago, 2018, on the 2018 iPad Pro, and the iPhone introduces the same design almost 2 years later. So just to have all of them here for you guys to see, the designs are all the same on that squarish design, which is actually a really good design. I'm really curious to know or to see if even the Android side of devices are actually gonna change into the square-ish design. Now, previous devices had the Lightning port. The new one also have still the Lightning port. In front, you have a Touch ID, and in front of this guy, you would go with the Face ID. Let's see if the Touch ID there is going to work. Yes, it's unlocked. And also on this guy, you actually have the Touch ID on top of the device, which is actually should be easy to unlock. Now, I mentioned on the iPad Pro and the iPad Air video that the Touch ID on the iPad works okay, but I would actually prefer to have a Touch ID and also a Face ID because of the device being big, and also you have having multiple situations where you unlock your device that would require one instead of the other. Now, on the second portion of this video, I'm gonna be answering some of the questions that I actually asked you guys about the iPhone 12 on Instagram. So if you made it to this portion of the video, let's try something. Go to the comments and comment pick me. Let's confuse everybody else that actually doesn't watch the video till the end. Now, to answer your question, the first question is from Sue Hale. Actually, let me not read the names. I'm just gonna have the names somewhere pop up somewhere here for you guys to see the question. Now, he asked, how many megapixel is the camera? Now, both cameras are 12 megapixel, which is they're actually pretty good camera for them being 12 megapixel, because from what I know on the Android side, most of the cameras now are coming at around 48 megapixels. So that's why when it comes to spec, I am interested, but I don't limit myself to just looking at the specs when it comes to picking a phone, although I'm actually most of the time using iPhones anyways. But when it comes to picking a phone on the Android side, my main concern is actually never only the specification or the numbers that come on the box. Now, second question is, how's the size compared to the old iPhone SE or iPhone 5, which we have already kind of compared. As you guys can see, it's actually a little bit smaller. If I have to actually say, you guys, all you have to do is imagine the notch on the iPhone, on the new iPhone, obviously, that have notches. Grab the iPhone 5S and add the notch on top. That's basically the size of the phone, and add the size of the notch also on the sides, and you will get the size of the iPhone 12. And as you guys also can see, one thing that I actually forgot to mention that changed on these two phones is those ginormous bezels. Next question, is it worth it, or should I get the iPhone 11? Now, if you are coming anything below the iPhone 11, I think it's actually a worth upgrade for you guys to make. So let's say you're using the iPhone 10 and you're thinking of upgrading, and I would say yes, you should actually upgrade. And one other thing that I would actually recommend, although I personally am satisfied with the size of this phone. As you guys saw from the previous video on the South African YouTubers react to the iPhone 12 mini, most of the ladies actually did not like the size of this phone. They would rather go with a 6.1 inch phone rather than the 5.4, and some of the guys actually said that the size is actually okay. So back to your question, if you're using anything prior to the iPhone 11, yes, this is actually a worth upgrade. But if you're actually on the iPhone 11 itself, unless you really have the money or you have the upgrade option there, then I'd say upgrade. Otherwise, the upgrade from the iPhone 11 to the iPhone 12 are really not that major, apart from obviously the new MagSafe, which if it's something that you want to try, the MagSafe charger or the MagSafe wallet, or even a MagSafe Duo, which is a MagSafe that charges also the Apple Watch, then I'd say just go and upgrade and try the new phone. The other question says, can the battery last through the day? And I would say that would depend on the heavy usage. I actually got the phone to go until maybe, let's say, fully charged from 8 o'clock. The phone would go until around about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But if it's a light usage, you can actually take this phone, although the battery is small, you can take this phone up to around 4-5 until you have to go back and recharge the phone. But one thing I would say, if battery is a big concern to you, if you never really have a power bank or a power outlet close to you for you to recharge your phone, then I'd say this is actually not a phone for you. You would rather go to the iPhone 12 or any of the bigger brothers to this guy here. Next question, is it comfortable to hold it in your hand because of the sharp edges looking sides? Actually, yeah, you really, it's really not that sharp. As you guys can see, I'm actually turning the phone around on my hand, and it really doesn't bother me at all. So yeah, the edges are really not that sharp that can actually cut you, so you're actually safe on that regard. Now, this is going to be the last question, and it reads as follows: does the cases work with MagSafe? And the answer is yes, if you are actually using the MagSafe cases or the MagSafe supportive cases. But I mean, even if you're using a thin layered case, I think it should actually work. Just for you to see, most of the MagSafe cases actually would give you this feedback that I failed to get on my case unboxing. So unfortunately, as I mentioned, I don't have the MagSafe charger here, but it should actually work. Where is the... I'm failing to get it again. Come on, phone. Okay, let's try that again. Hey, I actually like this animation, and even the smell of a new phone, it's actually still here. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be it for this video. Make sure if you have any further question, you ask them down in the comments. Make sure you like this video if you haven't already, which you should have actually done in the beginning. Make sure also you go and you follow me on Instagram. We're trying to actually get that part of the channel growing, or the social media growing, or the channel growing. But anyways, also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Make sure you click the notification bells button so you can get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And I am going to catch you guys on the next one. Merry Christmas and happy festives in general. Yeah, peace.